Thank you for watching us on YouTube. But did you know that if you're on the go, you can get the full show as a podcast now? You can get our morning breakdown of the most important topics facing our country, news not being covered by the mainstream media, interviews with change-making progressives, and info on what you can actually do about all this. Search for The Damage Report on your favorite podcast app and subscribe so you know when new episodes are ready to go. We're, having this vote, not us, but the Senate Judiciary Committee, to pass Brett Kavanaugh out of committee to the full Senate. This is coming within a day of both Christine Ford and Brett Kavanaugh's testimonies, because that's how it was scheduled, because the Republicans were so sure that nothing was gonna happen that could possibly change their minds, that they wouldn't need time to actually think about it. And so they scheduled the vote for literally as soon as it could possibly be after the testimony, as soon as business commenced the next day. It's the deliberations are going on right now. And while there's still some drama and some things are happening that we're gonna talk to you about, it certainly seems at this point like he is going to be voted out of committee.
Yes.
Or technically already has. I mean, the votes are there. We know the votes are there.
One person who has a vote in this, who had at one point or another voiced concern and in recent history has stood up to Donald Trump in one way or another, was Jeff Flake. And he has said, I am going to vote yes.
Yes. Which I guess is a bit, it's not a surprise. It's not a surprise. It's disappointing, maybe, if you had hoped that he watched Christine Ford's testimony didn't change a single Republican mind in that room. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing that this is supposed to be deciding who is credible out of those two people? She comes in and gives an incredibly raw, emotional, obviously painful in the moment recounting of what happened to her. He rages against the dying of the light. And it didn't change a single one of their minds.
Because it never was going to.
Yeah, that's
it never was going to. And the one thing I keep coming back to, the only thing that can, there's two things. One, naked pursuit of power, ambition, the thing they've been working for so long in such a disciplined manner, which was to get this court for years. So they're that close. And the other thing is they think we're killing babies. And they want abortion overturned.
Yeah.
And that's it. And so they look and they say, well, I have to say 5 Hail Marys to get out of stealing and 1,000,000 Hail Marys to get out of rape, but it's a mortal sin to get to if I kill a baby.
Yeah.
So they're ranked already, and I'd rather, swallow my medicine, do this, and move on.
Yeah.
I don't think any of them, in their hearts of hearts, believe that they are right when it comes to this process. They know what they're doing. They know what the other side's trying to do.
There was, by the way, a great deal of projection in what Lindsey Graham said yesterday.
Yes.
You want this seat? I hope you never get it.
So today,
it's about the seat.
Today, Lindsey Graham gave a speech that was like his full-on like John Grisham novel, here's my final valediction before we go away thing. And it was just, it made me scream in my car.
Yeah.
It was
the entire thing is obviously quite frustrating.
We'll talk about it later.
Agree with that. So look, Flake made this announcement, which disappoints a lot of people. Some of them women who have also been assaulted. And so we've got some video. This is from earlier today where some of those women confronted Jeff Flake, who got a second chance to show his true colors, and I think you will agree, actually did.
I didn't tell anyone, and you're telling all women that they don't matter, that they should just stay quiet, because if they tell you what happened to them, you're going to ignore them. That's what happened to me, and that's what you're telling all women in America, that they don't matter. They should just keep it to themselves, because if they have told the truth, you're just gonna help that man to power anyway. That's what you're telling all of these women. That's what you're telling me right now. Look at me when I'm talking to you. You're telling me that my assault doesn't matter, that what happened to me doesn't matter, and that you're gonna let people who do these things into power. That's what you're telling me when you vote for him. Don't look away from me. Look at me and tell me that it doesn't matter what happened to me, that you'll let people like that go into the highest court of the land and tell everyone what they can do to their bodies.
That's it. I mean, that is
wow.
And they don't have an answer for that.
No, he didn't have anything that he could say. I'm sure maybe Ted Cruz would have some canned response, or
Ted Cruz, yeah,
Lindsey Graham, but not Flake, I guess. Understand he's voting for him.
Jeff Flake.
Wow.
I mean,
just to hear a voice. And like, so here's the thing, like they go through decades of basically programming from their donors and from all the people that surround them, all their advisors and their supporters and their colleagues and all that, do whatever they can to attempt to strip away their humanity, like the training of a soldier, to get them to pull the trigger when necessary. Sometimes to shoot a person, in this case to put someone on the Supreme Court that doesn't belong there. But there's still just that tiny little bit deep down below that you could see in his body language.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. He's not going to change his vote based on that. But it provides at least, I don't know, a little bit of reassurance that he's hopefully been hurt by that. Because he should be.
And the other side is not saying right now, is not even asking no for Kavanaugh. The other side right now is, let's just get all the information we can get.
Yeah.
There are multiple people that in their statements and during the line of questioning for Kavanaugh were saying, we just want more information. And all the Democrats today essentially went through different parts of Kavanaugh's testimony and said, one of them said that he has the opportunity. There was a time, for deciding who we're gonna believe. Everyone says we believe Christine Blasey Ford, and then half of the people say, but she's mixed up. We believe her, but she's wrong.
So you don't believe her.
But with Kavanaugh, there's reason not to believe him.
Yeah.
He's lied to the Senate before, or he's lied during confirmation hearings before. Leahy brought that up. And in this situation, he absolutely benefits from lying, and he has everything.
It was obviously his strategy was to lie,
but in this
repeatedly
situation,
and in ridiculous ways.
But in this situation, the Democrats are just saying, let's go get more information now. And
People
today
don't want
was a series of them asking for that stuff.
Kavanaugh doesn't want it. The Republicans on the Senate don't want it. People responding to me on Twitter don't want it. They keep saying there's no evidence. They have no interest whatsoever in questions being asked of the people that were actually there. And they have no answer to the question, if you were going to make up an attack, why you would put a named witness in the room with it. Why wouldn't you just say, he pulled me to a room by himself and he assaulted me? Nobody would put a verifiable person that you could talk to, you could find out more information if they were lying about it. That is absurd. They have no response to that. People will post YouTube comments on this video and will not have an actual response for that. Why would she do that? Why would she torpedo her own false accusation by putting a specific person in the room with her at the time? It doesn't make any sense, and they don't care. Thank you very much for watching this clip from The Damage Report. If you liked it, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and ring the bell on YouTube to get notifications of our new videos. And of course, you can catch the full Damage Report live every weekday at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific on TYT Network on YouTube TV.